I'm Samantha Hyme, and I actually spent the summer working on the manuscript of the project that I worked on last summer, which was the evaluation of a multi-step synthesis project, which had been implemented in an Organic Chemistry 2 course for 2 years. So just a little bit of background. So multi-step synthesis is an alternative to more traditional cookbook labs. So instead of a series of unrelated labs, students instead spend the whole semester working toward one final product, using product from one week as reagent for the next week. And some advantages of this are that it resembles real-world synthesis more closely, can increase student interest and engagement, and also produce this sense of accomplishment. And so for this particular project, students work with partners to complete the reactions that are shown in this scheme, and then they also wrote a paper over the synthesis in Journal of Organic Chemistry format afterward. And so what I did is I analyzed student responses to open-ended survey questions, and I used open coding for this. And I was looking to see if the project was effective, and I was looking for this alignment here between the instructor intended purpose, student perceived purpose, and student perceived value. So looking at the questions on purpose and valuable aspects of the lab, I saw the similar breakdown in responses. So students were talking about gaining lab skills, applying lecture concepts, or both, and this lines up with course goals really nicely. You'll also see that 9% of students specifically mentioned lab reports as the most valuable aspect of the lab. And then in this chart here, you can see the skills that students reported gaining while working on the lab reports. So the top 3 responses here being formatting, writing, so things like knowing how to write concisely, and then use of software such as ChemDraw. And then going back to application of lecture, 94% of students did report seeing a connection between the reactions taught in lecture and those performed in lab, which is great. And then another goal for the course was to teach students about green chemistry concepts. So this chart here shows the green chemistry principles that students reported learning during the semester, with the overwhelming top 2 being prevention of waste and atom economy, which align directly with the 2 green metrics that the students were required to calculate. Also, you'll see almost 75% of students explicitly mention green metrics in their response, which is great because not a lot of labs are designed to teach students about green metrics. So overall, it seemed that the course goals were met. We also saw this alignment that we were looking for here, and so this is all suggestive that the project was effectively implemented, and we can begin to look further into the possible benefits of this style of lab. So thank you so much for listening. I wish I could say more, and feel free to tweet me questions. I would love that. Thanks.